Future's telling me that once he lands, he can't get out of the aircraft without somebody doing the ladder thing. So what's up with that? That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, well, basically, if we want to get the airplane, it's kind of cool. This airplane comes with a ladder built in versus like some older jets like the F-16 don't. So they have to basically open the ladder drops out, and then that's how I crawl over the side. But you have to have a special tool to do it. So I fly with a little bag with a lot of my checklists and things, and I bring a tool, specifically that. So I just have to hand the tool down to somebody on the ground, and then they can open it up. It's kind of like an Allen wrench, if you will. And then they open it up and get the ladder down. So, you know, I don't know why they did it that way, but that's the way it is. And so, just a neat factoid, if you will.
Gotta love factoids from the Air Force, man.
This is my flight equipment. Yeah,
okay.
So I'll just talk to you for a couple things. So this is called a G suit. And so basically, I wear this kind of like a pair of chaps, and it latches on. I keep an iPad here with all my flight information I need. Okay. And then I can keep my mission materials on this board here or in this pocket. Okay. And then what this does, it connects into my pick here. And when I pull G's, these are basically air bladders. And these air bladders fill up. And what it does, it helps us to not pass out, because when you pull G's, everything in your body now increases in weight. So when I pull 9 G's, now my body weighs 9 times what it used to before. Right. So
that's crazy.
Basically, my head, if it weighs whatever a head weighs now, weighs 9 times more. And so this is like a 5-pound helmet, now becomes a 45-pound helmet. Things of that nature. So your blood also has weight, right? So if you pull G's, the blood flows down to your feet. You know, your blood in your brain, you pass out. Passing out in a single seat cockpit is bad, all right? So we try not to do that. The G suit is what helps us do that. By squeezing up against it, the air bladders fill up, and it compresses the veins in our legs so that the blood will come back to our heart, and we do a special G-train maneuver where we tense up from our waist down and help keep the blood vessels restricted so they don't expand, and it keeps the blood from pooling in our feet. So we do that, and then we wear this harness as well. And so basically, on this harness, I have my mask. So this has oxygen. And so in addition to the blood pooling at your feet, which we don't want to happen, we also, the G's act like a boa constrictor. So if you just breathe regularly, every breath you take squeezes and squeezes and squeezes until you're out of breath. So what this does is pressure breathing. So as I take a breath, and I only breathe every 3 seconds, it forces air into my lungs, fills my lungs up. I hold that for 3 seconds, exhale, and it forces more air back in. So this is what helps keep us from passing out when we're doing high G dogfighting maneuvers. And in addition to it, I've got my custom molded earplugs that they put like a pink goo in our ear to get the earplugs exactly for our ear.
Fingerprints, everybody's ear is different.
Yeah, so they mold these, they send them off, they come back, and then that goes into... kind of gross, but
that's all right. Beats the heck out of what you find on Amazon.com, doesn't it?
Yeah, so they even go as far as putting my call sign on it, kind of thing. But they're all
pretty cool.
They're all custom made. This hooks into the radio of the airplane, which then also hooks into the noise canceling. So we have a noise canceling. It's basically like a Bose stereo in our helmet that hooks us there, and then this. If we were in a combat zone, you could put in survival pockets on here that would hold water and survival gear and things like that. And then also, this helps protect us during an injection. And then, or
it's like a collar.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost like a horse collar for like a football player kind of thing, like a neck brace, if you will. Or we can put a life preserver on here as well. So when we fly over water, so in Arizona there's not a lot of water, so we reduce
3 minutes in the ocean.
Yeah, we reduce the weight and the heat by not doing that.
Okay.
And then,
this is crazy. He said this is his helmet, and his cranium is a $500,000 helmet. How many Ferraris can you buy for a freaking helmet? Look at this thing. It's like seriously cool, man.
Yeah, so it's pretty. It's badass. That's the best way to describe it. It's carbon fiber, right? It is binocular vision. So there's 2 lenses that shine into each of my eyes, and that gives me all the information I need, my targeting information, my airspeed, my altitude.
Yeah, that's got to take some practice to get used to multiple screens to look at.
It does.
Bifocals, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So the way they fit these helmets is when we go to the pilot fit shop, which is a separate place on base, they laser map our heads. And so the inside of this helmet is custom fit just to my head because it's laser mapped. And then the masks are custom ground to fit our faces. So I couldn't wear somebody else's mask and they couldn't wear mine.
Can I lift that?
Yeah, so you can kind of see what the
how much is this weigh? That's what I want to find out.
I think it's like 5 pounds. Don't quote me on that. It's pretty light. Here, do you want to hold it? Here. There you go. Don't drop that. That's more than my house.
Talk about Star Wars, dude.
Right?
This is crazy cool. Holy crap, man.
They did a really
Did you see that? I had a $500,000 helmet in my hands. That's more than my house, too.
So these clip down, and it's a very well balanced helmet. They did a very nice job on the helmet. I really like flying with
this well balanced, so it means like one side is lopsided and heavier than the other, and it feels really good.
Right. So I don't have any moments like the older helmets when they made the helmet mounted cueing system, is which basically this is. They just took an older helmet and they bolted a thing on the front, so you kind of had this pull. Or when you wear night vision goggles, it would pull.
Okay.
Versus this is all incorporated in this helmet. So this also has a night vision camera on it as well. So I can, and it's a panoramic view versus my older F-16 night vision goggles had a 40-degree field of view. This has a panoramic field of view because it uses a camera.
So you have much better night vision field of view.
Right. And so in addition to that, there's 6 cameras all over the airplane, and they can do a different wavelength of light than my...
Are we on camera right now?
What's that?
Are we on camera right now?
No, it's got to be running.
Okay.
But what's cool about that is I can pick between either my night vision camera or my DAS camera, and they're 2 different wavelengths of light, so I can see different things with different cameras. But the cool thing about the DAS is because there's 6 cameras all around the airplane, and they stitch the images together, I can look seamlessly around, and I can look through the floor of the jet with my helmet on. So basically I can see through the jet.
So you can see if somebody's sneaking up on you. Well, I mean, obviously in your radar doing it, you're going to see through the floor of the jet.
Correct. You can.
Superman. Swear to God, Superman, right? I mean, think about it. You can see through stuff.
Exactly.
Wow.
So the helmet, they did a really nice job, and I really like it. It's a lot of information, all that you need. So let's say I can look outside and find a target on the ground, and I can, with my helmet, look at the target, designate that as my target, and then find it in other sensors, or I can just go drop a bomb on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So lesson learned here, folks. If you want a really cool helmet, you have to be able to fly in the Air Force, all right? Stay tuned for more. Hey guys, thanks for watching that last video. I hand selected a couple videos for you to watch right now. Click here.